that result mean, and what does it mean to finish second and get home court advantage for these semi-finals?
The first thing, that hits me before it is walking into the stadium, and, I go back a long way, thinking back to walking into Rod Laver when, Bradkey, Gaze, Copeland, that deal, and the Magic and those rivalries when basketball you all talk about, and now you come in here and you got 20,000 people and you got a series coming up that's going to be absolutely amazing, and we've captured the city, and that's been the goal. Really, more than just the game. This game about is the series and the competition and what this does for it. And I just thought there's been a lot of pressure on us, on Illawarra, to the only way you can have a competition is you have to have two teams, and we haven't done that. The new ownership, the new build, last year scraping in there and getting a few licks in, and this year, where's it going to go? And it was, I walked into this stadium playing the last game of the year for second place against a team like that, and 20,000 people here. And again, the game wasn't perfect, but it was two teams fighting for that spot. And the last two times we've played each other, it's come to the wire. So us. 30 some hours between being in Perth and playing Perth and coming in here and playing a game like that and fronting up on Wednesday in front of 20,000 people a game, no thanks. Thursday, Friday, those 2 days, and getting this by a whisker and getting second is huge for our chances. So I knew that in the back of my mind, and how I was going to sub, where I was going to go, was determined. Do we have a chance to win this? If we fell behind, dump it and keep guys fresh. And when we had that start, it was like we got a chance to do something here and finish special and get this home court all to the wind. So really pleased for the organization, really proud of the guys, and really look forward to what's ahead.
How excited are you to see the community of Wollongong get behind your team now? You've been asking for them to come out all season. They did for that last game when you played the Kings last time and went to overtime, and there was 5,000 people there. How excited are you to see them turn out and get behind the team for this game one?
No, I love the Gong. I really do, and getting the name back, coming into this with Dory in our ownership, and doing something like this. And they had a vision. This was the vision, and winning games is a big part of it. And I can't tell you from a league standpoint, from what I keep saying Larry Kesselman, but what he's done, just look what's happening when COVID frees up. I mean, we've been dealing with COVID for 2 years, and maybe in the last 3 months, it started to settle down and we can live normally. Look what's going on. So I know we're getting the city behind this team, and I know this thing could be a great franchise because of the community and the lifestyle down there. It's heaven. So really happy for the ownership, really happy for the community, and a big reason. And again, this series, happy for Larry Kesselman and basketball. It's just huge.
Harry, what did it mean to the playing group to get that win today and get that second spot? And also, looked like it was one of those games that was a lot of fun to be part of.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, special for the guys, special for me personally. Like, I've been in this league for a while now and never finished in the top four or been on a winning team. So it's just special, man. Like, to come top two, I don't know all the historical facts with the Gong and all that sort of stuff, but I don't know how many times they finished top two, if ever. To come out, play the way we did against Sydney, I guess Wollongong was always looked at the red-headed stepchild or the little brother or something like that. So I think to come out and, we got 3 out of 4 against Sydney for the season. I know they've had guys out, we've had guys out, but it's a tough place to play, man. And whenever you can get wins like this, the Melbournes, the Perths, the Sydneys, we're starting to be one of those teams where people are looking at us, they get a win against us, it's like, that's a win we want, you know. So it's just a respect we're earning, and we want to keep building it, and we want to make it a long-term thing, you know, like the Perths and all that. And credit to the coaches, the staff, and obviously the ownership group backing us, and it'd be good to get them home court for the semis and put some cash back in their pockets, hopefully.
Ryman, please continue. Dave, follow on.
Thanks for that. Congratulations, guys. Fantastic win. Coach, did you take much out of the overtime classic that you had with the Kings just before Easter, and did you speak much about that? I mean, obviously you took away something from that particular loss, but what did you take away from that?
To be truthful with you, it was a similar game plan, and there is an element of not having Adams there. You know, so a focal point of how you guard him within what they do, and him not being there, they're still, and that's why they're a great team. They still have so many pieces. So, you know, the philosophy of getting back, plugging the floor, playing Cooks downhill, keeping them off the board. It's the same challenges. And offensively, it's just if we can get stops and play downhill. It's pretty much as simple as that. So, you know, we lost in overtime. We had a shot like they did to win it. There's not much in either of these two games like we did something drastically different or they did. And really, no time. You know, you play Perth. My whole mindset was like, whoa, you know, we're up at 7 o'clock in the morning. There's a 2-hour time change. You get into Sydney, you wake up, you got a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game. So I'm not. Everyone does it, and it's part of this because we could keep talking about the COVID situation. So our thing was more recovery, and our game plan was for Perth, and really no adjustments from last time. Now we've got a week, both teams do so, and we've played each other recently, so both coaches will have a chance to have a good look.
And how big a difference does that week make, given that you're heading home and you are playing the same opponents that you've played today, and you've got them for another, well, possibly 3 matches?
Well, I just think that you never know, but you're coaching, and I don't know what the situation is, but the fact Adams didn't play and Martin didn't play last game, it's at home. They had an extra day. You're thinking. I'm thinking if we play Wednesday, I don't want to say anything to him, but I was scared. Like, what am I going to do if we lose this game? And we've played our ass off when they came back in the fourth quarter or the end of the third. Now, how do you get them ready for Wednesday? Where when that ball, he steps out of bounds, it's immediate deep breath. We've got till Friday. And to be truthful with you, it's huge. It's huge from a number of other reasons you all know, but the one that people don't think about is the recovery and getting your team fresh and prepared. And really, there was no chance after what we've done the 2 days and flipping back here on Wednesday, you'd be behind the 8 ball.
And Harry, from a player perspective, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Obviously, our guys, like, they got big workloads, and obviously the bench, we try and help out where we can and take the load off them. But you look at the guys, you know, the ACs, Tylers, Xavier, all those sorts of guys, like, we're asking a lot from them. Like, we're asking them to be full court. They're playing, you look at them, they're busting their ass out there, and those guys are gassed. Like, they're coming out, a couple games, they're having cramps. Like, we're really asking a lot from them. Goorjian's asking a lot from them on the defensive end. And, going Perth, Sydney, then it's pretty much it would have been 3 games in 6 or 7 days. Like, so obviously those extra days help with the recovery. Guys that play big minutes, it'd be good for them. And then guys on the bench, we can keep building.
Thanks, guys.
Of course, Matt Logue. I just wanted to ask, you understand the history of the Kings, you've been here, and then to have Friday night in the Gong, Kings and Hawks, like in a semi-final series, like what's your message to the Wollongong faithful, I suppose, who have been loyal and they've been through some hard times, like financial struggles, and to it's pretty much set up. I don't know if that's what you envisage, but for that to happen, what would be your message to them?
I mean, I've delivered a lot of messages when I talk about the community and why I'm there, and what I feel. You know, you see Chuck Harmison, Hubbard, you know, John Scott, all these people from the past. You walk, the community's small. You walk into Woolworths and, you know, love what the team's doing, love what's going on down there. And it's always, we played those home games, boom, 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 right back. Now, we got some momentum going. You felt it last year. I do think the community's engaged and they're behind the team. And talk's cheap. We're definitely talking the talk, and we're working the community. And I think the ownership has done some good things, but doing it's another thing. And I just think that the community, my feel is that they're really proud of this team and they love what they're doing. And to bring Sydney down there now, that last game, my wife and daughter came to it, and they hadn't been to a home game yet. And I said, they're not all like that. But you walk in that building, it was electric. And tonight, you know, I've been in Sydney. We played at the old place down, you know, in the last game I played in there. Dory and I were together, and that's how we got together here. You know, we were that place was Game 7 against, or Game 5 against Melbourne there, and the sold out sign was there, and there was 10,000 people, 11,000 people. And we walked out of there and we shook hands and said, hey, someday we'll be together again. And now you walk in, you see them, you walk out that door, and there's 20,000 people here. And so the job that's been done with this, you know, you can, when you're playing against it, you can see, you look at the coaches along the sideline, the depths of the doctors, the physio, the way they're dressed, the cheerleader, everything they're doing here is first class. It's moving in this direction. And being a part of this and going away and coming back 12 years, it's wonderful to see. And now puts a lot of pressure on us and our community, like he said. We don't want to be that anymore. We don't want to be the little engine that could. You know, it's like, you know, I kept saying we're going to bring a high wire act to this thing, something that you're proud of and that's electric. And not only can we play good basketball, but I think we have an electricity to us offensively that's exciting.
And just quickly, Justinian Jessup, tonight, what was your thoughts on his mindset in offense and the role that he'll play going forward? How crucial is he that you got going tonight?
I think for Justinian last year, sometimes, and like you said, it's a mindset. And I think what's a real advantage is year 2. You know, okay, he ain't going to be here after 2 more weeks. You know, this is it. And he's been here a year, and now he was in this before, and this time he was, you know, nothing to go. You know, he wasn't aggressive and making it his. He, you know, decent, and he's always gets minutes because he's a good player. But you could see, and you've seen it, you know, over the last few weeks, there's a tenacity to him as I'm going to go out firing, make or miss, and I that opens up everything for everybody else. So his mindset will be slapped on the back over these next 4 or 5 days. Just, you know, we're with you, and the guys want it too. It makes everything easy for everybody.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Aaron.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good.